Hello.
Hello, guys. Thank you for agreeing to talk to us. It's really cool. And I just wanted to start with saying that we are Melodify Magazine, and we're just starting off as like an online magazine. I don't know if you guys had a look at our site or anything, but it's just me and some of my friends, and we're gonna see how it goes, basically. But I'm Oscar. I spoke to you guys on Instagram, and I wanted to start by asking all of you to introduce yourselves and just your name and what you do in the band.
Okay, thank you. I'm Asia. I play rhythm guitar and I do vocals. I also I've recorded all of our music and put it out online. Oh yeah, I do graphic design as well. I'm kind of the best member.
Damn.
Moving along.
My name's Charlie, and I do the lead guitar and backing vocals as well, and sort of sometimes synth as well, and sort of that's my role in the band really.
I'm Kieran. I play drums. I'm the comedic relief, and sometimes I sit back on stage and play with puppets during the set.
Yes.
I'm Ben. I play bass, and I used to play drums, and now I don't. And that's basically it.
You're good.
Yeah.
And you guys are skeletons in the closet?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
me.
yeah.
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 Feel like I have to say that. So I wanted to start with we get some silly questions in just to keep it silly, you know? So my first question to you guys is, what would your music be as a meal deal?
I think prawn cocktail sandwich.
See, I wouldn't eat that though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Scotch egg.
Scotch egg.
Okay, Scotch for the snack. Scotch
For the
egg.
snack Scotch egg, because we're like with the sausage casing is the music,
Yeah.
and the egg inside
Well,
is the personality of the band, the fun of the band.
Well, I don't know why we went straight to
Yeah,
the snack.
it's a deep metal.
Because it's the best part of
Okay,
the meal deal.
I think ham and cheese sandwich because we're simple, we're good, and we usually go with what I like. So
Okay, yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah, that's probably true. Okay, but the drink,
what's the drink?
the drink is either Red Bull or Lucozade because that's my or Kieran's
Red
go-to
Bull.
because we need to.
Yeah, and a Red Bull, I
We
guess.
need-
Okay, so we've got ham sandwich,
Ham and cheese,
ham and cheese sandwich,
Scotch egg,
Red Bull
/
and
Lucozade.
This is a war crime of a meal deal, but don't worry about
Yeah.
it.
It's not. It's fucking basic as fuck. But yeah, that's us.
Wait, are we
That's
allowed
Lock
to
it in.
That is an incredible meal deal. Thank you,
We can
guys.
probably ask if we're allowed to swear.
Are we allowed to swear?
Are we allowed to swear?
Yeah, go on, go on.
Oh,
Don't worry, guys.
fuck it, mate. Shut up.
Right, sorry.
Would Wallace and Gromit go to one of your gigs?
Gromit, yes. Wallace, no.
I think
Yes,
Wallace would
I
get
agree with that.
overstimulated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wallace would go.
Either that or he'd be like on something and be like vibing.
Oh,
Right?
that
Like that one bald guy.
Yeah.
I could see Wallace two-stepping.
Wallace would be.
Would we get the wrong trousers though?
Yeah, in the wrong
No,
dress.
Feathers One More is taking Wallace to the gig and then making him two-step.
Robert would be sat about 2 meters back from the stage, going like this.
Yeah, Gromit will be vibing,
Yeah,
but like not
yeah.
show any emotion.
He'd be stood there with the sound guy.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
sound.
Yeah, just like
Yeah.
You tell, giving him mixed terms.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's what we
In
think.
what sign
Sounds-
language?
Sounds like you
Sorry.
guys already knew your answer to that one before I even asked it. I think that's the most. I think that's the most in-depth one we've ever gotten.
That's fantastic.
Oh yeah.
And finishing the silly questions off, what would your band be as an animal?
Oh,
Yeah, raven.
something that has a really cool skeleton, I guess.
Oh yeah, probably.
Something dinosaurs. I don't know.
That one dinosaur looks like a human.
A skeleton
Yes.
T-Rex.
That thingy.
No. What animal would we be?
I think it's quite.
I'm getting some like bribery from behind the camera here, like telling me to pick a
Dogs.
A hedgehog. Because
no,
we always talk about Sonic.
you talk about Sonic.
I suppose
Me and Charlie talk about Sonic, so I think a hedgehog.
I'm getting squirrel vibes
Squirrel.
because they're fast and they scavenge for things in bins.
No, the chipmunk.
And that's like our music. Um,
Well, I think we are cat boys though, so maybe like
Okay, no, that's true.
yeah, maybe
That's
it would
true.
be a cat
we'd be a black cat. I think
Yeah.
So-
with 3 eyes.
with 3 eyes, a black cat with 3 eyes.
Yeah.
I think that works. I think
Yeah, that's good.
that's a
Yeah,
good
yeah.
one. Yeah, that's a good one. So, to get to like more general questions, what is your favorite song to play live?
Should
think
we
that-
do it? Should we do it each?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on. Everyone,
Okay.
everyone can answer.
My favorite. Let's start from Ben because I haven't thought of one yet.
Put me on the spot. I think when I think it's probably gonna have to be Love Like You Couldn't, because I don't think we ever mess it up, or at least if
No.
we do, we just kind of going with it because it always ends the show really, really well. It's always massively fun to do, and yeah, it's just great. It's probably my favorite song that we have. in general.
It's one we haven't released yet. It's on our album, but if you've seen us live, or if stuff like that, it's a good song. It's what we finished the set with.
I think my favorite is probably Breakup Jacket in This Machine, just because it's like it's a really fun like punk song, and it goes into the funkiness that like whenever you play it, it's just I don't know, it's always really fun. But also Love Like You Couldn't because that's a banger, and it gets to little double kick thingies.
Oh yeah.
Is this Breakup Jacket released? Is that on the first CD?
Yeah, it's on
but-
Heart.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
It's on Hearts, yeah.
Okay. Nice.
All the songs are unreleased.
I guess. Well, because I'm the lead guitarist, I really, really love playing My Chemical Sharpie Path.
Yeah.
And that's the one that everybody seems to know.
Yeah.
And I love playing that because it's just me soloing throughout the entire song, pretty much, which is great. And I get to go ooh as well, so that's really nice. But as well as that, I think what's growing on me more recently is playing a song called "Knife to Meet You," which is on which is on our new album. Just because like the guitar solo on that isn't as fast, but I don't know. I always like really.
You hated it at first.
I hated it at first, but I get really emotional whenever I play it.
Plus that's the one
And
like
last time we did it, I put the guitar behind my
his
back
head.
and
Yeah,
started playing.
there's a video
solo
of it on
there,
our
so
TikTok.
I do like that one.
the end of that song though was really fun because we all get into it.
Yeah, we all
Yeah.
get like
Oh, yeah.
really into it.
It's-
So I do.
I'd say my favorite to play live, when we do it, which mostly is "I Want You Dead" because
Hey.
I always get my girlfriend Heather up on stage for it, and because I'm like this one goes out to my girlfriend Heather. It's called "I Want You Dead," and everyone's like ha ha ha, and then we go to the song.
And there was that one time I ran.
Oh yeah, well, because Kieran's has a boyfriend now. Kieran started running to his boyfriend Paul during that, and I keep forgetting he's doing it. So I'm like, I like count us in, but Kieran's not on the drum kit, and like I forget, and then I look like a
forget to
proper
check.
fool.
Yeah,
It's really funny.
that's still your favorite.
But that's my favorite. I think that's my favorite to play live. Yeah.
I've seen some of your recorded live videos, but I haven't been able to go to any shows because I'm all the way in the south. So
Oh,
unfortunately,
Big up.
Charlie's our resident southerner.
Yeah, I am.
hopefully one day. I don't know if you guys are planning to come down here ever, but
I think the furthest south we've been at this point is probably like Leicester and Birmingham, so around where I am.
But we would like to get some gigs around like Bristol, potentially maybe Bournemouth or Southampton.
Yeah.
as well.
Southampton would be sick.
It
yeah.
just depends where we get offered gigs. Like we're making a lot more friends in bands kind of down that way, but I don't know if the album launch goes well. I think we'll probably find that we're doing a lot more shows, kind of more down there.
Yeah, I mean, we were supposed to have a gig in Bristol. It just fell through.
Were we?
I think so. There was one.
There was one
originally
in
planned.
London we were going to do, but that didn't end up happening.
Yeah, so we're trying to make a start getting down there as well. So
Well,
yeah.
We're not against
hopefully.
it.
If you guys do come down here, I'd definitely love to go to the show. So
Thank you.
hopefully, well, now that you guys have spoken about some unreleased songs, I'm gonna ask you, what is your favorite unreleased song that you have?
Oh,
I mean, I've already said Love Like You Couldn't.
Oh, this is hard because we keep writing new ones. I think personally, we have a song called "I Hope I Fall Down the Staircase," which is really good. It's like a very classic My Chem song, very screamy. It's kind of the first song I did where I kind of really was doing more like grunge screams. It's the opener to the new album. I think that's my favorite, and it's also like the rest of the album's really chill. Like comparatively, it's kind of more like grungy, kind of like Weezer, more like nowadays. But I like that we've got a really aggressive song opening it. So that would say that's my favorite.
Are we doing this in turns? Is that
Yeah,
how
in
we do it?
terms of
Okay. I'd say for me, probably being the egotistical annoyance that I am.
Oh,
I really like. I believe the working title is Charlie's Gay Little Song.
Yeah, Charlie's
Yeah.
Gay Little.
Yeah, which is a song that I wrote and I didn't know what to call it, but
That's the name.
it was required of us to write a pop punk song, so I sat down and wrote it in 5 minutes. And
That's great.
I really like it. I really like it.
It's Charlie
And
and
it's-
vocals.
Yeah, it's on me on vocals.
Yeah.
It's just got like a good energy to it. I really like that. But I also, as I say, really like Nice to Meet You, as well as playing it live.
I really do like both Charlie's and Ben's song. Ben has a really cool song on the album,
Yeah, but there's also a Ben's song as
which
well.
is it's the heaviest song we've written, and it's always really fun at the end to do that. But also, I forgot the name of it. Bad Dog.
Yes.
That is it's I really like the drum parts. It's like one of my proudest drum parts that I've written.
We have like a little
yeah.
dog puppet we bring out when we do it.
Yeah, he's called Graham. I always
Oh.
play
Graham.
with him at the side.
Yeah, I've seen the photos. It's great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
My child.
I think Charlie's Gay Little Song needs to stay as the title, honestly.
Okay,
I think that's
right,
great. Yeah. I think that's perfect.
And
Wait,
then,
what's your favorite?
I've
I
already
was-
said
oh.
like you couldn't.
Yeah, I thought you said
Sorry.
sorry. What is the reasoning behind the name Skeletons in the Closet? Where did you guys get that from?
Remember the old name?
well, so I've kind of had this band name since I was in like college before I met any of these guys. And actually the original drummer is standing behind the camera right now.
Hello.
And me and him came up with this name. We can't remember who did it first, but we basically wrote out a bunch of like emo names.
No, first it was Shadows in the Closet, then it was Skulls in the Closet.
It was what in the
Shadows in the Closet.
was it?
Yeah, it was Shadows in the Closet first.
I don't remember that.
Because I think my drama was Shadows in the Closet, then it was Skulls in the
Oh,
Closet.
yeah. So basically, we wrote a bunch of names out, and then we ended up setting on Skeletons in the Closet because it was like, it's like emo and edgy, but it's also like we're gay, so it's like it was also a joke about being in this closet. And I kind of just stuck with the name until I kind of went to Manchester for uni, and then I kind of met all these guys,
Yeah.
and they were all fine with it.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of how we came up with it.
That's really interesting. So did you guys all meet at Manchester Uni then?
No.
No, so none of us go to like the same uni. Basically,
Well, me and Charlie do.
well, yeah, but they didn't
Except
know
I'm,
each other.
I've just finished, so
But basically, I came to Manchester doing like music production at uni, and I just put posters around seeing if people wanted to join my band, like saying, "Hey, emo band." I put like a link to a song I'd done on my own, and I found Ben through that,
wait.
who started on drums, and then me and Ben went to an open mic at a place called Fuel in Withington, and then we met Charlie there.
Yeah, I was there. Yeah.
And then Ben had to go to Canada for a while, so we were looking for a new drummer. So that's when I met Kieran at a show, and I was like, "Hey, do you want to join an emo band?" And he was
No.
like, "Yeah."
It started because I complimented Heather on a My Chemical Romance shirt,
Nice.
and then you also had a My Chemical Romance shirt.
Yeah.
And then we
So
spoke about that, and then you asked me to join the band.
and then so Charlie was on bass at this point.
Yeah, I was on bass.
We've swapped around a bit, and then Ben came back from Canada, and Ben also plays bass. So we kept Kieran on drums, Ben went on bass, and then Charlie went on lead
I
guitar.
got promoted.
Charlie got promoted.
Yeah.
So we've swapped around a bit, but it's always kind of been us four. Like it's good.
Yeah, that's great. I think putting posters around is a great way to go about that,
Yeah.
honestly.
Oh, it's really good. Yeah.
Yeah. That's really cool.
Manchester Council don't think it is.
Who cares about all the council?
Well, they nearly fined
You know
us.
what? Oh,
for it.
did they?
Because I'd been putting them up for ages. Like whenever we did a new release, I'd put loads up everywhere. But I put one up that says "Hey bitch, Manchester needs an emo scene. Listen to Skeletons in the Closet," and the council didn't really like that. So they nearly fined me, but I kind of wiggled out because I was like, "Oh, I'm just a student, please." So they let me off with a warning. So I got off for
They
it.
sent an email that like had the text from the poster in it,
Yeah.
and it was like a really professional email that just puts "Hey bitch" in it.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
it's kind of
great.
my fault. So I don't really do posters anymore, sadly.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, at least you didn't get fined, I guess.
Yeah, it would have been bad.
It's a shame that you can't put them up though, but oh well. I guess you can't really do anything about that. But next question. What are your biggest inspirations for your band? I know MCR is going to be on that list,
Yeah.
but in general, I wanted to ask anyway. So
I think
go
we should
like-
go along,
Okay.
like for water parts. But for me, with my vocals, definitely like My Chemical Romance and a band called the Get Up Kids. They're really good. Really good. I'm gonna get to fucking meet them next week, but
Oh.
I'm not gonna boast about that. But yeah, maybe like Brand New for vocals.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
quite good.
Yeah, I love Brand New.
The first album is so fucking good. It's like for my newer stuff, big inspiration. But yeah, and for guitar, probably more like Weezer and I wouldn't really say My Chem because I don't really do as complicated guitar parts on my rhythm. But yeah, kind of like Weezer, Brand New, Get Up Kids, yeah, that kind of stuff. But I've always been into that. Yeah, I when I was like in high school, I was into a bunch of like anime music, so there's a bit of that.
Yeah.
There's a bit of like
J-rock
J-rock
in there.
in there sometimes as well. It's embarrassing deals.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
Go on, Charlie.
Well, I guess for me, it's an interesting one because before I joined this band, and this might, I don't know, maybe I should out myself as not the hugest fan of MCR. Like I like them, but they weren't really on my radar. I didn't really listen to My Chemical Romance at all. And then I joined this band and I was like, this was never the kind of thing I'd ever envisioned myself playing. And then I've actually found myself really enjoying it. So in terms of like my lead guitar influences, it's kind of like I was really inspired by like Frank Zappa and people like
Oh,
that,
yeah.
and I was really inspired by Jay Mascis from Dinosaur Jr. Which actually we found had
Great
like
band.
a cross link with sort of the sounds of J Rock.
It a
Because
little
you played me
bit.
some Brian and the Sun.
Brian the Sun,
And
yeah.
they were really cool. And yeah, so I suppose I'm influenced by them as well as like bands like Television and sort of some of like the 70s stuff. Yeah, I guess that's mainly what I'm. Yeah, I guess that's mainly what I'm influenced by, to be honest. Like Frank Zappa's the reason why I started playing guitar. So yeah, and I'm gonna get a little car seat headrest mention in there as well.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Because
Of
Ethan
course.
Ives, the guitarist of Car Seat Headrest,
Dog.
he does some really cool stuff on the rhythm. So I'm quite inspired by like his guitar playing as well. So, yeah, what about you, Kieran?
I think some big, obviously, MCR, obviously. Also, I always forget his name. Atom Willard from Alkaline Trio is a big influence, and Rob Roll from Enter Shikari, just because their music listen to a lot of makes me want to play drums. But my biggest influence, and this really outs me as the sad boy emo kid,
Yeah, I
is
know what's coming.
Josh Dunn from 21 Pilots.
Oh, yeah.
He was always like my biggest influence, especially like showmanship on stage and like actually like putting expression into playing drums, and also just very technical. And yeah, a lot of the stuff on my kit I actually have because of Tim, like the side snare and all that. So yeah, that's my biggest influence.
I'm in the same boat as Charlie-ish, where I never listened to emo growing up. I never thought I'd end up playing it. And then I joined this band, and suddenly I started listening to a lot more punk. So like Coheed and Cambria, I ended up getting super into only after I joined this band.
I love Coheed.
But my main influence in terms of in music has always been metal. It's always been melodic death metal from Sweden and Finland specifically, which is really niche and does not apply to this band at all. But
It does a little bit.
it does a little.
You do a lot of cool bass stuff.
I mean, when I write, whenever I write a song, which has only been like once or twice so far for this band,
It's not gonna.
it always ends up being on the heavier side of things. Yeah, that's pretty much where I am. Just like a lot of metal bands and prog bands and stuff. Yeah.
It's really interesting hearing that because I listen to your music a lot, and it's really interesting hearing that a lot of your influences are bands that I also listen to. It's quite
Oh,
funny,
I love
but
that.
yeah, I thought that's great. I wanted to ask you guys, I mean, you've got your EP Hearts, and you're releasing Revenge in Spades soon.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah. Has anything changed with how you're writing your music, how you're going about it between the two releases?
I think I'll start on this because absolutely, Hearts was a lot of that EP I wrote on my own, like before I'd met a lot of these people. So it's kind of at this. Well, sorry, I wrote with Paul. Sorry, Paul is here. We both. So like, for instance, like the only song on there that I wrote with this current lineup is "I Want You Dead." So all of the other songs, like they got like changed a lot, but I'd already written them. So with Revenge and Spades, I really wanted to like. I wanted a fresh slate, so I kind of cut all the songs I already had written for it, like it was bar like I don't think I kept any, and I was like I want to write everything with you guys, so that's why I'm really glad we've got like Charlie's song and Ben's song, because like I wanted those are songs where they took the absolute lead on the songwriting, and I'm just kind of there with I maybe gave some like structured like ideas and stuff. Like I wanted it to be more of a collaborative thing, so they didn't just feel like it was like the Asia band where they're playing like songs I wrote on my own. Like I wanted it to be a very collaborative kind of bringing together all our musical influences. So I feel it's gonna feel a lot more. It's gonna have a more like solid identity because it's really we found our sound definitely with this album. I think.
Can I say something?
Go on, absolutely.
No, I was just going to say that when we recorded My Chemical Sharpie Bath, I think something different happened when we did that.
It was kind of the turning point.
Because before it was sort of we would rehearse like all the song structures that were kind of cemented, and like we would rigorously rehearse them. And then go into the studio and sort of record them. But I feel that when we did My Chemical Sharpie Bath, I don't know, it was a slightly looser recording process.
Because I'd only just written it when we recorded it.
So it's still
So it's
very
really fresh.
Yeah. And so like when it came to recording, like for instance the lead guitar part, it was kind of just a case of you told me to just solo over.
Yeah,
the
there
entire
wasn't
song.
any lead plan for it. But I was just like, hey Charlie, do you want to solo over the whole song?
And we'll see what happens. And that's how we ended up with.
And it's,
what we
I
had.
think it's the most iconic part of the track. The
Yeah,
lead guitar.
And then with like the synth on that track, it was just that there was some synths in the other room.
Yeah,
and we were just like,
fuck it.
let's have a go and mess around with them. So I feel like with this album as well, like we've tried sort of kept that way of working rather than sort of rehearsing something to an absolute T, and then that's the version that we record, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. And I've taken a lot more 90s inspiration in recording this, so it's a lot more kind of in the room and live sounding.
Yeah.
But in like in a really nice way.
Yeah.
But,
Steve Albini over
Albini.
here. Yeah.
Love that guy.
No, I don't. But yeah.
I totally know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, this is when you speak, Karen.
I hit things with drumsticks.
We're talking about the album. Okay. What do you think is different from Hearts?
Well, Hearts. You sent me the I can't remember what it's called now, the files, and I showed up to a rehearsal very hungover and played the songs with it. Which is really funny because since then we all soloed up on the Wasted tour, which I find hilarious.
Yeah, we did a tour and we were all like stone cold sober on the Wasted tour.
It was
Yeah.
Like we just.
Well, it's because I stopped drinking and you guys sort of all followed.
Yeah,
suit.
I copied. I just copied.
I feel like we got way better as a band when we stopped drinking.
Yeah, and
That's true.
But I remember Sharpie Bath. I remember writing it is really funny because it was at my house, and I had some electro drum kit in the room.
Is that the hamster room?
Yeah, the hamster.
Yeah.
No longer the hamster room.
I've still got the original recording.
Yeah, because I remember Heather was downstairs watching like Dance Moms or Bluey or something, and and Ashley just played the riff, and we just like came up with the basic of the track, and then it just kind of built up from there. And a lot of the tracks since then have been like that, and it's really fun.
Yeah.
I remember like Bad Dog. I just went play a drum beat, and I played the drum beat, and then all of a sudden the whole song comes out of it.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
I
was gonna say because since I came back from Canada, it's been very different because we've definitely all been on the same wavelength even. Like we're so much more comfortable just coming back into rehearsal. One of us has a song, we all learn it, we jam with it, we mess around with it, and then we're like, to be honest, we're probably ready to record that or play that live.
Yeah.
Like we're locked in now.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Uh,
Asio locks us in the studio and doesn't let us leave.
Yeah, that is pretty accurate. Yeah, I haven't eaten anything in 3 days.
Literally
yeah,
locked
I think
in.
I learned a lot more about being the kind of. I know I'm not the leader of the band, but kind of directing a band because I feel Paul can definitely vouch for this. When it was me and Paul, I was a bit controlling.
Of a bitch.
Yeah, but and like I was very much like Paul. This is how you're gonna
Do
play
this,
it.
do this. That's what
and
do
and I
this.
feel like I learned that that's not the best way to do it. Like it's
No.
about letting everyone breathe and like having. I feel like when everyone finally like shuffled around to being on the like, correct instruments, we kind of it really found our sound and everything kind of complements each other. Like Ben's like metalhead like bass is great.
Yeah.
Kieran's like manic emo drums amazing, and Charlie's like manic guitar. It's great. No, and it all works together really well. So
Yeah.
we kind of got off topic there, but yeah, we're excited for the new
That's
album.
really interesting. I think it does all work really well together, and it's really interesting to hear you guys talk about it. And continuing on with a similar question to what I asked earlier, where did the name Revenge in Spades come from? Is there any particular thing that?
Well, there definitely is. So we have this kind of loose overarching plan at High Charlie to have kind of 4 albums or EPs in like the suits of cards. So we've got Hearts, and then Revenge in Spades obviously falls on from that, and then we're gonna have something for Diamonds and Clubs. So and kind of it's kind of a loose reference to Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge. And there's some lyrics in I think the song Hang 'em High, because it's like fucking yeah, so just like Revenge in Spades. And it's also it's a bit of a spiteful album in some ways. There's a lot of kind of like spiteful songs. It's a bit less what's the word? Concepty than Hearts is, because Hearts roughly shut up, Charlie. It's more just kind of like a very emo like relationship song album, but it's a lot of good emotional beats in it that I think is really fun. So yeah, it's kind of to do with that. I think I came up with that name.
Yeah, I can't really say anything about that.
Yeah,
That was just the name of the album. I was
Yeah.
like, okay.
I think you.
yeah. Charlie fucking hates it.
I think you had the name for the album before I even joined.
I think I had this name.
Wasn't it originally going to be a concept album about like
Nuclear War or something.
That we're still gonna do that, but that's
Oh,
gonna
hell
be the
yeah.
next album. I've been writing songs for that. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. Spoiler.
Oh no.
I vote for the Diamond EP. We just do a cover of My Diamonds by Tabascus.
yeah, we should.
We do like shine bright.
It's just all Minecraft Diamond songs.
Yeah, yeah, we're going to do that.
Anyway, but yeah, that's the
Bandcamp
name.
only.
£15 on Bandcamp.
Right, okay.
20 quid on Bandcamp.
Yeah.
Right, back on
One
topic.
back
real
on
life
topic,
diamond.
back on topic.
Back on topic.
I got
Lock
told.
in. I just said we're locked in. Come on.
Yeah, lock to the fucking building.
Guys, come on.
Go on.
I'm
Okay.
definitely excited for that concept album. That sounds really interesting, actually. But that's really cool that's really cool. Do you have any plans to make any music videos to go along with Revenge in Spades?
I definitely have a lot of ideas in my head for what a music video would look like, but what
They're just not good.
sorry, that
Wow.
was a joke. That was a joke.
Wow.
I'm sorry, that just came out. But in terms of like solid plans, not at the moment. We probably will, but it might be something that happens like after the release because we've got a lot to focus on already with getting it out. I feel unless we're like way ahead of schedule at some point, probably music videos are going to be after.
Yeah.
Kind of like, but I'd want to do more stuff in the vein of the Wasted music video because I feel like I'm really happy with that.
Yeah, I think doing the Wasted music video made me realise that I didn't really know how difficult making a music video was until we did the Wasted one. And it wasn't that difficult a process, but you do have to put quite a bit of time and effort and thought into it, more so than I thought you had to. So I think, like you say, it'll probably happen after.
Yeah.
After the-
But as I said, we've got a lot of ideas.
The staircase idea.
Oh, well, we have for our song I Hope For on Staircase, we do have a kind of plan for doing it.
The best idea we had for a while was as he was going to be pushed down the stairs by the puppet dog Grayo.
Yeah, so
In
Graham
revenge.
Graham was gonna get me, and then I was gonna be dead for the whole music video.
Why is the whole music video?
Because you're committing to the bit.
Were you
Yeah.
just gonna be on the floor, so
Yeah,
like a dead body, like Peter Griffin?
you're like that guy from Radiohead. Lol.
Okay. Right.
Anyway,
Anyway,
That sounds great. That's
it's
really
gonna
fun.
be vaguely like found footagey with like
Oh, yeah.
like a Ouija board
Yeah.
and everything.
Blair Witch Project.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Mike.
That's
Thank you,
really
Kieran.
That's film footage.
That is a film.
We could go like,
Insidious. We're just gonna say movie name.
Oh, my cat's here now.
Oh,
Here's my cat, guys.
We have a cat as well.
Gotta
I should-
introduce
I
him.
should- I should
also
get
a
her.
black cat as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
what's the cat's name?
He's called Onyx. He's gone now.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys have been introduced now.
Yeah.
I'm just curious, because you guys obviously you've released My Chemical Sharpie Bath and you've talked about that a little bit. Is that going to be on the track list for Revenge of Spades, or is that just a separate thing?
It is on the track list, yeah.
Great. That's
But Wasted is its own single, I think. That's not going to be on the album because it's kind of it's too different stylistically. I think. Yeah. But Sharpie Bath is good. It's going to be like second on the album. Yeah.
Spoilers.
It's not.
We've spoiled enough this album anyway because we play it live.
Yeah, like if we were worried about spoilers, we wouldn't play it live.
True.
already spoiled too much of it to
Yeah,
do
exactly.
anything now.
Yeah.
I've just got a few more questions now. Do you have any merch planned to release? Because I already have all your merch, and I feel like you guys have got to do something new.
I've been meaning to comment on the t-shirt. The t-shirt's really cool.
Oh, yeah?
Hell
Yeah.
I got ready.
We have a new merch design ready to go. We're just waiting for our manager to get them printed. That's the brutal truth for it. And we have beanies as well, and we
Oh,
have
that's cool.
patches. But we want to do like a big merch drop, but it's just there seems to have been other priorities. But I promise it's happening. Like the design's all paid for. It's a really good design. It you can see it on our Instagram because we did like a poll about it. It's like a skeleton. You know what? I'll get it on my phone.
Unoriginally, it's a skeleton.
It's a skeleton. Well, yeah, no. Get this. It's a
It
skeleton.
fits with the theme, I guess.
Yeah.
Wait.
Both shirts are skeleton design.
Whoa.
Oh
That's
yeah.
not going to say.
That doesn't show up very well.
There we
but that's
go.
something.
You can just about see it.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. I can always edit the video, show it the
Yeah,
actual photo as
Look
well.
at her. She's beautiful.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. It's a really good design. Did one of you
but-
make that design? Sorry.
No, I commissioned that, but all the other graphic design is done by me, myself.
Do you need to plug the computer in, by the
Yeah,
way?
Is it gonna? Oh shit!
Oh yeah.
It's gonna die!
Where
Oh, it's gonna ruin our lighting. It changed nothing.
No, because the lighting's already bad because we've got the light of Jesus shining next to us.
Put it down.
Is that working? Yay! There we go.
Yay.
There we go. It's charging. Sorry about that.
You guys all good?
Merch,
Yeah.
merch is gonna happen.
Yeah.
But it's like yeah, it's gonna happen. Sorry, but oh yeah. So here's an important part. I don't think we have talked about this yet. So for Revenge in Spades, on Spotify, it's gonna be the standard edition, but for CD and on Bandcamp, we've got a deluxe edition plan, which is gonna have loads of live versions and some extra tracks on it. So we're really excited to do that because I feel it'll give a real reason for someone to actually still buy the CD, you know. And if people don't have a CD player, they can get it on Bandcamp. So
Yeah.
Yeah, Bandcamp, pick up.
So that's the thing I'm most excited for in terms of like merch and stuff.
That's great to hear. I'll definitely be getting the CD. I've got hearts here in case you guys have noticed. I got it here.
Yep.
Have you guys ever thought about releasing vinyl? I don't know how difficult that is. I'm just kind of curious to ask. Has that anything?
We've thought about it, but I'm not sure. What do you think, Charlie?
Well,
You know more about this.
Yeah, it would be really cool to be able to release some stuff on vinyl. It's an insanely expensive thing to
Yeah.
do.
If you want to do it well.
like I think it's for something like 100 units, you're looking at, even for the cheap places, dropping at least £1.50.
Oh yeah.
Because producing and cutting vinyl is just expensive, and we're not signed to a label, not like a professional label at least. You know, we're
No.
signed to our own label
Yeah.
basically. So that currently I don't think is fully possible unless we did like an insanely limited like 20 limited like run of 20 or something.
Mm.
But even still, it would be. I mean, the trouble with vinyl pressing is every different all the different companies have like different pressing plants and different varying degrees of quality, and we wouldn't necessarily want to put out something that doesn't sound very good. So
Exactly, like, and I myself am not very knowledgeable on this, like, we'd have to really like knuckle down and like find the right people to go with.
and
like,
the
that
good
can't-
people to go with are expensive. So it kind of like comes around, and it's just like not currently. I guess it's not currently possible, but you know, it could be in the future.
Depending on how the album does.
Yeah, depending on how the album does, it could change. So
Yeah. I just wanted to hear if you guys have thought about it.
I'd love to own a Skeletons record. That'd be so cool.
Really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you guys got anything else to say about Revenge and Spades? Any other important things you guys want to add?
Well, we're just really excited for it, and I think it's our best sounding thing yet. It's all gonna match the kind of energy of Sharpie Bath, and
Yeah.
I'm really proud of it.
Mhm.
Of how it's turning out.
No. I've got
Go on.
like a little thing that people can anticipate, and that's that it does have harmonica on it.
Oh yeah, there is.
Ooh.
Tiny.
There's also what's it called? A fucking
That's a
stylophone.
Yeah.
Stylophone on it.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
That's great.
Also, if you play it backwards, it summons the devil.
It does.
Does it?
Yeah.
Have you guys tried that?
In the place.
Yeah, we tried that. I mean, we're building a new studio because the old one blew up when we tried it, so we know it works.
We played it backwards and it summoned Dave Grohl from the Pick of Destiny.
Yeah, the
It's someone Dave Grohl, and then he had an illegitimate child of Charlie.
Oh, all right.
That's the next album.
Something I just want to add is all the live shows to promote the album will have iconic outfits. And that's
Oh,
all I want to add.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course. You guys.
as
need
long as
to
I
do that.
remember.
We're going to be different flavors of ice cream cones. That's going to be our new gimmick.
We're all going to dress as the South Park kids.
Yeah.
As ice cream cone.
Yeah.
I'm going to intersperse the Office quotes between every song.
Oh yeah, because I do quote the Office theme on one of the
Yeah.
songs.
We contain multitudes.
Oh yeah.
We're
I'm-
like a katana. We're like folded layers of steel.
Yes.
I want that on a t-shirt with your face on it.
Yeah. Quote that.
I'll do like the nerd face.
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
definitely waiting for those ice cream outfits, but
We're to do it now. I should have
we
said it.
definitely had to do that.
Yeah, what would our flavors
I'd be mint choc chip.
I think I'd be cookies and cream. Why are you laughing at me?
I'd be, I don't know,
Mustard.
ice cream.
Ambrosia.
I'll be really niche. I'm the American birthday cake flavor that you get at Baskin Robbins.
Ooh.
What are you? Ben?
McDonald's banana milkshake. Because it's either loved or hated, and there is no in between.
And we refer to as mukbang.
Yes. The Scottish basis.
Okay. Yeah.
That's great. I've got one last question for you guys. What is the next game for Skelly plays?
Oh wow.
What is it gonna be?
Oh,
I mean, I have a shelf with lots of PlayStation 2 games.
we do. Oh, we
Um,
need to do. We have to do.
We do need to do another
I
Skype.
really want to do a FNAF 4 one.
Oh,
Because
that'd be
whenever we
good.
play FNAF 4, I am.
We might actually do that, 'cause
We all shit ourselves.
We play it loads, but we can never beat it. So.
Are we starting a new Doki Doki Literature Club thing?
No, I don't think we could put
Hang
our
on.
voices on.
I just wasn't. So one day we rehearsed at the studio. It was just me, Charlie, and Asia, and they come back to my house, and they make me play Doki Doki, but we don't get to the good part. We just sat there for about 40 minutes.
Like doing like girl voices.
Your brain rot.
I got such a headache because I was asked to do about 4 different characters, and I made one of the characters Scouse, so I was destroying my voice.
Do you know what this game is, by the way?
Yeah, I know what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you do your Natsuki?
No, I'm not doing
No,
it.
we're not doing
So-
this.
No.
Charlie,
No,
do
the
it.
question was,
No,
what's the
we
next
can't
Skelly
do
play?
this.
Yeah, the question was, what was the next Skelly play?
I'm locking FNAF 4.
I think FNAF 4.
Yeah,
Okay.
We could film that tonight, genuinely.
To be fair, we
I don't have
could.
a Switch.
Well, I can't.
I don't have a Switch.
Oh, you don't have your Switch?
Next week.
Oh, next week
Yeah,
we'll do.
MacBook. Make things up.
I think FNAF.
I also have I also have Sonic Heroes, but I don't know if anybody's going to want to play that.
No Sonic Heroes gameplay can be topped within the only plays one.
That's very true.
We can't do any
Yeah.
better than that.
Yeah, so FNAF 4, we're locking that in.
We
Yeah,
will do
yeah.
more than now we know there's demand.
I mean, Crazy Frog Racer was pretty good, so we
It
do need
was
to find
good.
like another. We need to find another trash game from the early 2000s, of which I have
Taxi-
multitude.
What's the taxi
No,
one?
Crazy Taxi is a great game.
No, Crazy Frog Racer.
No, Crazy Taxi, I think.
Crazy Taxi was great.
We only play games with crazy in the title.
Yeah, yes, that's it.
That's what you gimmick.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you. I'm glad you like Skelly Plays. I was like, we didn't know if people were gonna actually like that.
Yeah.
We were just
Do we
I
ever
just-
release the Mario Kart one?
we did record one for Mario Kart, but I don't think I didn't end up. It wasn't like very entertaining.
It was just me and Heather talking, you and Asia talking, and the 2 conversations overlapping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
But we'll do more. We'll do more.
that's good. I think FNAF is a good option. I think that would be a good one. But yeah, I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for agreeing to talk to me today. It was really nice to meet all of you, and I hope you guys have a good D&D session after this because I know I know that's what you're doing. But that's really
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so
Thank you.
much. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for putting up with this.
Yeah, genuinely.
no, it was really nice to meet all of you. Thank you so much. But yeah,
you.
bye guys. Hopefully
Bye-bye.
you guys will
Yes.
come to the south. Yeah.
Yes.
Hell
yeah.
Hopefully.
Absolutely.
Bye.
I'll start networking.
Yay.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.